All right, I woke up feeling like trash this morning and I just did some muscle testing to see what it was. And it really, the results really caught me off guard. So, hi, here I am, unbrushed hair. I have not washed my face. This is what I went to pick my son up from today. Just found it probably on the floor. So, I just had to show you though, what I got because you're not going to believe it. And honestly, you have to see it for yourself. Okay. So I have some different test kits and this one's by far the fanciest. Okay. So it's got microscopy slides of different pathogens. This one specifically is vector-borne illnesses. And then I have these DVDs that have the frequency of other pathogens. So we have parasites, viruses, ropeworm, bacterial 1, retroviruses, mold 1, parasites. Wait, I've already said, I think I'm back at the beginning. Hopefully my video doesn't get me in trouble because I am saying things that sometimes flag. But then I have thioether, which is the highly toxic biotoxin produced by cavitations or jawbone infections. So if you have root canals or other, I had implants from baby teeth that didn't have adult teeth to come in after, so I got titanium implants. And I did have some abscesses that they had to take out, but I still have 2 bottom implants. So I thought, well, could be thioether. We want to know that for sure. And then I got my glyphosate test kit out. Test kit. I don't know why that sounded so weird. So I'm just going to use one of these bad boys. I'm not going to explain what it is because it's not my own proprietary thing, and they don't sell them to non-practitioners who haven't studied specifically with them. But I don't really teach or do what I learned from the person who developed this. It's just one of the people that I've learned from, and so I get to access some really cool tools. Basically, it just enhances the energetic signal of whatever you put it on top of. You don't really need to do this to test, especially not self-testing, but it just allows me to go faster. I don't have to hold things in my hand. I just put this on top of it. This is neither here nor there. I just want to show you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start with all the vector-borne illnesses because I did get a tick bite fairly recently. And I wouldn't say I didn't take it seriously, but I just kind of have this whatever will be kind of motto about tick bites because I've had so many throughout my life and I know what to do, to treat Lyme. So it's whatever will be, right? So I thought could be that. So this is how I personally would correlate waking up not feeling well. And you might be thinking oh, we haven't seen health related content. It's all been emotional content lately or trauma related. Just you wait, okay? That's why I'm here, because this is I don't want to ruin the surprise. So you're still, even if you're oh, okay, it's an emotion. No, you're still going to be surprised if you watch till the end. So I would start with, woke up feeling like shit today. All right. Now I have my baseline, sway. So now we're just going to add data points to see what correlates to that. I teach this in all of my courses, by the way. So we're just going to add data points to see what correlates. So whatever we add, whatever I can put this on top of that reverses the sway, we'll know there's a correlation. So we're looking for my backward sway to turn into a forward sway, and this will mean there's a correlation between woke up feeling like shit and whatever it is this thing's on, or whatever's in my hand, you know, whatever, like however you want to do the second data point. So first data point, woke up feeling like shit. I'm just gonna like batch test. That's how I do when I don't know what, like when I don't have any idea, or I just want like completely unbiased, like single blinded testing, I'll just batch test first. And then if I get a yes to like a batch of things, then I'll go through and individually test. But I do this with the catalog for esoteric herbs too. Like if you've had a one-on-one call with me, you know this. Like we'll just batch test like 100 things. And if you get a yes, then we'll go through and individually test. So we're looking to reverse that backwards sway. None of these vector-borne illnesses, but BC, Bartonella, or Ehrlichia, or Borrelia, Mycoplasma. Hang on. So let's get the first sway. Woke up feeling like shit today. Okay, it's not these. Now, you saw me get a forward sway because I had kind of forgotten to correlate. So yes, like I have these things in my body that we're doing direct resonance at that point. But if we're correlating, then we're looking for the sway to reverse. So woke up feeling like shit today. No, it's none of these things, but I already knew that because I already tested this morning. So we have, well, shit. We have more to test, more pathogens. But the point that I'm making is there's a lot of possible reasons why you might wake up feeling like shit. And if you already think like, oh yeah, I have Lyme, well, maybe you'll blame it on the Lyme. If you think, oh yeah, I have mold, and you'll blame it on the mold. An older version or a younger version of me, like old me, back before I knew how to muscle test, when I had mold illness, it rained really heavy last night. It's been like a really rainy summer season so far, spring so far. Now it's summer, but I would have woken up and spiraled trying to find where the mold was in my house if I didn't know how to muscle test. So now we're just you don't have to like always start over with the correlation with the baseline point. You can just kind of like mentally lock it in, or there's like a trick you can do to lock it in. But for the sake of like showing you what I'm doing, I'm going to keep correlating, just like keep like demonstrating it so that you know, it actually like resonates. Because we get all the time, whenever we post a video where we're doing correlation, all the time in the comments, people are like, I thought a forward was yes. And it's like, well, not the way we do it. The way we do it is a little bit more advanced, and that's a little bit more accurate. So, woke up feeling like shit today. All right, it's not this pathogen. Woke up feeling like shit today. Hang on. I did that wrong. Woke up feeling like shit today. I have so much brain fog right now. All right, it's not this. Woke up feeling like shit today. Okay. Woke up feeling like shit today. All right, we have two more. Woke up feeling like shit today. No, so far it's none of these pathogens. Woke up feeling like shit today. No, okay, it's none of these pathogens. So again, we've got ropeworm, viruses, bacteria, retro V, mold, parasites. Yes, none of these things. Again, if you didn't know how to muscle test and you know like how common these things are, you'd be chasing down all kinds of things, taking all kinds of herbs. So for the glyphosate and the thiol ether, like you really should take them out of the package and test like each individual dilution, because this will kind of tell you like the severity of what you're dealing with. But since I've already done that, we're just going to save time and I'm going to just plop the whole thing on there. Woke up feeling like shit today. Okay, it's not glyphosate. Woke up feeling like shit today. It's not thiol ether. So then I happen to think, last night I was really feeling like my thyroid was low. And I've had hypothyroid in the past. But it follows a very specific pattern. I was on 90 milligrams of Armour Thyroid for like 10 years. And maybe 2 years ago, I got off of it. And I've pretty much like permanently been off of it, but every now and then my thyroid will, get a little bit wobbly, and I will have to do things to fix it. Usually things that actually work on the pituitary and not the thyroid itself. So I know that when I'm exposed to some sort of like cold or flu or whatever, I will get hyperthyroid for a few days because all of my preformed thyroid gets signaled from the pituitary to release. And then I'll get hypothyroid in the days following because all of the preformed thyroid's gone and my body has to catch back up. And then I also happen to know that when a certain somebody from my life, I'm not going to mention because they can make my life so much harder, and they do try frequently, when they have a difficult emotion towards me, it affects my thyroid. It affects my pituitary, my thyroid, and my small intestine. If you're in, what course is it? If you're in From Blocked to Breakthrough, you already know how to test this because I did a whole bonus course inside of that course on like fun little like energetic type testing for like finding somebody else's negative emotion or any like harmful inbound energy and how to release it and protect against it. And there's also how to find the best place in your house for muscle testing and intuition. And that one is, again, like has to do with the outside energy. So like geopathic stress lines, EMF, that type of thing. And then, oh my gosh, what's the other thing? Also, I have a keyword for you guys because Blue Shield's doing 18% off right now. They're like my go-to EMF blocking device. Hang on, let me see. I know Veronica just updated the automation for us, but I don't remember what the code is. Hang on. I'll get it for you guys. Don't you worry. It might take me a few minutes. If you want the code for the 18% off thing, it's like a very short-lived code. It's for the 4th of July. Just DM me. Just say like, hey, what's your discount code? And the links, I'll give you the links too that I recommend for like different situations for EMF. Oh, here we go. I think there's a lot of different things you could comment. Device. Yeah. If you comment device, I'll DM you not only like a link to the 18% off code for EMF. I know we're like on a tangent now, but it's usually 10%. It's almost double now, and that adds up so quickly. This is the most research-backed EMF protection device, and I've muscle tested it in a series of videos here and on Discernment Framework, where I put it up against other forms of EMF protection, and it is the only one, the Blue Shield technology is the only one that actually works at the cell wall, which is where you need EMF protection to work. It not only works at the cell wall, but it also works within the cell to protect your mitochondria. And this matters because we're talking about like different levels of like dangerousness for like different types of waves, different types of like, electromagnetic waves, basically. So the most dangerous waves are affecting your cell walls and your intracellular like organelles, like the mitochondria, the DNA, the tiniest parts of your body. Hi. The tiniest parts of your body. So you have to have protection that works on that level, and most of it doesn't. Most of it stops short at the intracellular matrix, or like within the organ tissue, but before the cell wall, essentially. So I muscle tested this with my hand at 30 centimeters, my hand at 80 centimeters. This is the cell wall. And then a red laser, I don't think I have it with me, but a red laser pointed out, which is within the cell. And the Blue Shield device was the only one that protected at that level. So I'll also send you a bunch of the research that they actually conducted. If you're like, yeah, muscle testing is great, but like this is an investment for me, I want like hard science. They have that too. So I'll send you the research as well. If you want to learn how to find and block other people's harmful energy, then you can comment maybe breakthrough, and I'll give you the link to From Block to Breakthrough. Or actually, I think there's I have this in like a test you can do, like a free assessment as well. Hang on, I'll get you the code for that, and then I'll show you what came up for me. Here we go. Okay, well, I can't find it. Our automations are just such a mess, and I have no one to blame but myself. Let's see. Yeah, the interference assessment. Okay. Comment. Well, shoot, where's the word? Okay, comment 512, like 512. And I'll send you the interference assessment, and you will be able to check all throughout your body to see if somebody else's emotions are affecting you negatively. So here's like the end result of my testing, okay? Woke up feeling like shit this morning. All right. I'm thinking, now I know it's none of these things. It's none of the pathogens or the toxins that I could possibly test in this very expensive, nice technical test kit. So what else could it be? Like, my thyroid felt weird yesterday. Is it my thyroid today? So woke up feeling like shit today. It's not testing at like a physical level like you would if you had like actual hypothyroidism from like, you know, a growth or toxins that were making the hormonal secretions like too like coagulated. Like, it's not that. Okay, so what about here? No, it's not. It's not one of these types of pathogens that could be affecting it. Okay, and it's not even smaller like toxins or pathogens that could be affecting it, essentially. So then I start remembering, like, wait a second, the whole reason I thought my thyroid was messed up was because I had tested for negative emotions coming from this person in my life that will always be in my life and I can't get rid of them. So now we turn the palm facing out at 30 centimeters, and that's what it was. The whole reason I woke up feeling like shit today is somebody's negative emotion affecting my thyroid. This has been going on for like the past 2 years, and it just continues to pop back up. Now I can correct it like throughout the day, and all I can do is wait for them to like get distracted and move on, because they're not intentionally sending their emotion into my thyroid. They just cannot process their own emotion, and they just have this energy. Like they can't process it, and we're connected, and the emotion is about me. So by default, my body ends up receiving it. So I am working on I'm researching and developing different ways to come up with a more like permanent protection. Right now, I can release it and I can like momentarily protect against it, but I have to keep redoing it throughout the day. I also just did this quantum upgrade thing. Let me know in the comments if you've heard of quantum upgrade, but they'll like send out this like energy to you. And one of the options, Kayleen told me about this, Kayleen Tinker. She's amazing. I love her. We co-developed discernment framework together. All that stuff I was just showing you with correlating, like we co-developed how you do this on yourself, basically. So she told me about this quantum upgrade thing. Her and her husband own an upgrade lab, which is, or an upgrade labs. I don't know if it would be plural, but it's like the Dave Asprey like biohacking facility. They own one in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And I think that's how she came to find out about it. It was like a biohacking thing, maybe. Okay, I haven't heard about the quantum upgrade. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. They'll send you like quantum energy, and you can choose like different levels of it. And I even thought for a second, like maybe, because I upped it yesterday, I thought for a second, like maybe I'm detoxing from that, but it wasn't that. But they do have an option that she just told me about that's like metaphysical or like multi-dimensional protection. I was like, let me try this. But it took like 24 hours to like update, and then I think I have to go in and turn it on. So I don't even have it turned on yet. So I can't really report back on that as of right now. But if you want to learn the way that I've been releasing this, it's in the bonus course inside of From Blocked to Breakthrough, because you better bet this is affecting like my entire like light, my motivation, my genius, my just in general. Woke up feeling like shit because of someone else's emotion projected onto me. And if you like, you wouldn't even know that this is happening unless you test it. I don't even know what I've done to like make this person upset. It's just like, it's a them thing, you know? So I cannot recommend enough that you test this. And this also works for curses, for like narcissistic people in your life. Like it works for, I also had a client one time on a one-on-one call. She found that she had negative energy like inbound towards her, and it wasn't anybody's emotion. It was her sleeping like with her head feet away from a camper that was hooked up outside of her house that had like a refrigerator and like all of these appliances right on the other side of where her like pineal gland basically sends and receives electromagnetic radiation. So, yeah. Javia, love this. Protect your light, honey. Yes. Like, you just don't know who's out there sending you negative energy, or who's out there with some type of feeling about you that they can't like manage on their own, and they might not even be aware. You have to muscle test these things, and you have to do it accurately. And again, like I just showed you like how like a very quick and dirty way to test. But if you comment 512, you'll get the full test to see like what's affecting the pineal and pituitary projection zones. Or I should just say what's affecting the pineal and the pituitary. And then you'll also, like in the results page, I have a bunch of videos where it'll show you how to also see other parts of the body. I knew to test the thyroid because it's happened before. But when I first discovered this energy, I had just been feeling like trash. And this was months and months and months ago. I had been feeling like trash. My thyroid was messed up. I couldn't figure it out. I had all this brain fog, low energy, and everything seemed fine. My muscle testing was inaccurate, like all the time. And I was like, how is my muscle testing this inaccurate right now? I don't feel like I have a bunch of, I don't feel like I have a reason to have this much inflammation in my nervous system. And it just hit me, oh, test for outside energy. And boom, there it was. It had been affecting me for weeks minimum before I realized it. And now I automatically know, if it's none of these things, these tangible things that we know of, you have to turn your palm outwards and try to see if it's something intangible coming from the outside in. I do a lot of work on managing my own emotions, on regulating my own nervous system. And because of that, I stay in coherence with the world around me. And your coherence, your body's light field is bidirectional. So you're able to feel intuition and you're able to manifest your own reality because you have that coherence. You can't do it without that coherence. And that's why I do this work, because you have to have that coherence, and it takes a while to train it into your nervous system. You have to have that coherence. But because of that coherence, the same thing that's tapping you in is also tapping you into things that are not what you want either, which is a good thing. You want to be able to sense a threat. So when you have a vibe from somebody and you know it's off, but you don't know why, this is that coherence in you recognizing an incoherence in them. You might not be able to put your finger on it. It's just oh, my body can't discern the information that's coming from their body because they're lacking this light coherence somewhere in their field. But it also makes you susceptible, if they have this strong feeling towards you, for actually storing it in your body. So you gotta test it, you gotta get rid of it. But can you believe that? Woke up feeling like shit out of hundreds, if not thousands of pathogens I tested and toxins. Ubiquitous toxins that most people have, all the possibilities of things that could be making me feel like shit. Mold from all the rain we've had, Lyme from the tick that just bit me, all of the possibilities. And it was someone else's emotion stuck in my thyroid. So I'm going to go fix that. And love you, mean it.